Sas, gente, qui parla Otakuman, mi sentite tutti, mi sentite bene? 1, 2, 3, sì, apparentemente tutto funziona, scusatemi ancora per la luce, ma siamo ancora in fase beta per quanto riguarda l'illuminazione. Niente green screen per il reaction, vi ricordo? Allora, siamo qui per scoprire tutti insieme il fantomatico nuovo, cioè la fantomatica nuova console di Google, che dovrebbe rivaleggiare PS5 e Xbox Scarlet, mi pare si chiami, non mi sono mai informato tanto, a dire la verità. Scusate se ho cominciato un po' all'ultimo secondo, ma stavo parlando con i miei responsabili per vedere cosa può succedere nel futuro del mio canale, quindi cose importanti ancora chiedo venia. Tutto a posto, perfettamente ball. Allora, voi che aspettative avete? Io onestamente non saprei che cosa pensare, perché ho sentito in passato di molte console che dovrebbero fare concorrenza appunto a PlayStation e Xbox, ma l'unica cosa che ha tirato fuori praticamente è stato l'Ouya, non so se qualcuno se la ricorda, quello che doveva essere una specie di console con pezzi personalizzabili, qualcosa del genere, non mi ricordo bene le specifiche, cioè so com'è in mente, ma non riesco a spiegarlo, è tipicamente mio questo problema qua. Poi il nome in codice è Google Yeti, mi auguro che non sia il nome definitivo perché sono un po' dozzinale. Ah già, alziamo un pochino la voluma, non dovrebbe essere troppo alto, perfetto. A che ora comincia? Tra 4 minuti apparentemente. Mezza specie di Ouya, chi lo sa? Appunto, Doc, come appuna. Come ho appuia detto. Epic Steam 6, what the fuck, what's this? La barba ti rende totally badass. Questa barba qua mi rende badass? Ma sei sicuro? Vediamo un po' cosa sarà. Io non lo so, guarda. Se fosse una console vera e propria, in senso con una gran potenza per capirci, un po' potrebbe essere interessante sicuramente. Davvero, onestamente, proprio oggettivamente e obiettivamente papale. Non so davvero che cosa aspettarmi. Proprio tabula rasa, niente in assoluto. Sono curioso quanto voi, a dirla tutta. Niente notifica? Te pareva? Vabbè, meno male che l'ho scritto sia su YouTube sia su Facebook. Ma ultimamente YouTube non manda più le notifiche quando sono in live. Porca vacca, cioè è già la seconda volta che succede di fila. Comunque per la cronaca, non so se da questa settimana o dalla prossima, vabbè dopo Hollow Knight ovviamente, comincerò a far streaming unicamente su Twitch e qua pubblicherò soltanto le repliche e gli highlights qualora qualcuno, che tecnicamente è anche giusto, qualora qualcuno ne volesse fare, insomma. Così, quindi nel caso iscrivetevi anche lì, mi raccomando. La notifica è arrivata, allora da alcuni arriva, da altri no. Oh, algoritmo di YouTube, gente. Non so se possa competere, ma comunque non penso potrà sorreggere tipo giochi Assassin's Creed o Batman o GTA. Non è detto, non è detto. Alcuni avevano ipotizzato che avrebbe avuto una specie di interazione con YouTube. Che tipo la gente avrebbe potuto non streamare, cioè sì, anche streamare ovviamente, ma tanto lo fanno ormai su tutte le console, cioè su ogni console questa opzione. Qualche tipo di cosa che puoi fare su YouTube che poi viene specchiata, diciamo, su console. Unitech 94, benvenuto! Sono curioso dei giochi. I giochi sono curioso anch'io, di la verità. Magari non troppo alto. Sottotitoli ci saranno? Cioè, sì, sono i sottotitoli in inglese. Curioso. Vabbè, giustamente sarà un video, presumo, preprogrammato. Non posso saperlo se è una premiere o una live a sé stante, onestamente. Non c'è modo di saperlo, a meno che non sei nella dashboard. E tra l'altro hanno cambiato la dashboard dei video di YouTube, quindi anche qua diventerà un po' un casino per il sottoscritto. Puoi linkare il canale Twitch? Non è Twitch, è YouTube. Comunque sia, sì, lo posso linkare. Qua. Bella musichetta, spero sia royalty free, altrimenti finirà un pochino nella cacca. Quando dovrebbe iniziare? A momenti ormai, sono le 18, dovrebbe iniziare adesso. The keynote will begin shortly. Aspettate un attimo. Sì, li tengo. Chi c'è? Leon DS010. Benvenuto su Twitch anche te. Iscrivetevi il più possibile. Vi ricordo che le live le farò lì. Cos'è sta roba qua? Un attimo solo. Mi ero scordato ovviamente di rimuovere la messa a fuoco automatica. Una funzione di merda, a parer mio. Dunque review. No, non è questo. Sì, eccolo qua. Ah no, è vero, l'ho messo su un altro canale, scusatemi. Ecco, adesso dovrebbe esserci. Sottotitoli in inglese. Si gioca Kingdom Hearts 4. Sì, parliamo di fantascienza qua, 5 anni per il prossimo video. Ah, vabbè, parlavi in generale. Mi chiedo se vogliono davvero mettersi in gioco per competere con i grandi o meno. Assolutamente curioso di cosa farà uscire fuori Google. Idem con patate. Spero davvero non sia un altro Ouya, perché quella roba lì proprio mi ha scoraggiato appena l'ho visto, praticamente. Farai una guida sui tesori unici della Gamijip? No, non sono necessari per il platino. French Bia, anzi, benvenuto su Twitch. Iscrivetevi lì, mi raccomando. Che giochi pensi potranno essere annunciati? Potrebbero girare su questa console? Beh, nel caso dovesse essere una console principalmente tipo da simile a Steam, per capirci, probabilmente molti giochi esclusiva PC o esclusiva principalmente, cioè potenziati su PC, non so come spiegarmi. C'ho tante idee in testa, ma confuse, quindi non riesco a buttarle fuori come vorrei. Un nuovo Ogni, ma si può sempre sperare in qualcosa di buono e bello, che non sia solo streaming. Beh, lo streaming ormai è la filosofia del momento, Cioè, in ogni caso, cioè Netflix e compagnia bella sono cose che sono diventate parte della nostra vita, volenti o nolenti. Oh, si comincia? Si comincia! Spero si comincia. Ah, sì, è il teaser che avevano pubblicato tempo fa, se non ricordo male. C'ho il tavolo pieno di roba, quindi non so probabilmente se c'è un po' di casino rumoristico. Ciao Fransix! Dai. Sorprendetemi! Raggruppatevi. Dai, Google, cosa puoi offrirci? Il CEO di Google. Sì, mi sembra che i sottotitoli non funzionino così tanto bene. Sundar Pichai. Ah, pensavo di aver capito male. No pun intended.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. Thank you all for joining us. I suppose I should start out with a confession.
Da cosa inizi?
I'm actually not a big gamer.
Non è un gran giocatore, sto andando molto male. Ah, gioca FIFA, oh.
Enjoy how immersive it is. Also play Ashes cricket quite a bit. And for those of you who are wondering what cricket is,
sì, non sei un gran giocatore, l'abbiamo capito, ok. Sono irritatissimo sottotitoli.
Google makes arguably the most played game on the internet today. It's the Dino Chrome game. Mostly played when there's no internet connection.
Ah, è vero, quel minigioco quando non c'è la connessione internet. Dino Chrome. Questo qua sarebbe il gioco più giocato di internet. Che tristezza.
But it does have a lot of players and I probably logged more hours than I care to admit. While I'm not a big gamer, I do have the privilege of working at a company and leading a company full of people who love to solve hard computer science problems.
Sì, risolvere i problemi sarebbe meglio non farli proprio, ma ok.
Started with games. Games have inspired many generations of people to pursue careers in tech. And through that process, they build resourcefulness, creativity, and collaboration.
Ciao Walger. Oh, mazza, quanta gente.
All qualities that are key to solving hard problems. Okay. And within Google and Alphabet, games play a big part in developing our own technology. The best example I can think of is
I
how we are making progress on AI. DeepMind's AlphaZero uses self-play to learn from scratch and master games like chess, shogi, and Go. It's an important step towards creating a flexible, general-purpose system that can learn to solve many foundational problems.
Ok.
More recently, AlphaStar became the first AI to defeat a top professional player at StarCraft 2.
Cos'è? Useranno AlphaStar per la console?
Directly from raw game data. Increasingly, games are helping AIs learn to tackle real-world challenges.
I giochi
Even beyond DeepMind, another great example we have is Waymo, where we use simulations in gaming-like environments to test things that aren't actually possible or safe at scale in the real world. In fact, Waymo has driven more than 5 billion hours in simulations of edge case scenarios that vehicles wouldn't normally encounter. And we use it, we learn from it, and actually improve the systems that we'll be deploying in the real world.
Ma più che dati, non puoi
the biggest impact of
dirci
gaming
qualcosa sull'esperienza? Impatto del gaming, ok.
In computing and networking power,
è un'intelligenza artificiale a questa AlphaStar, apparentemente.
All of you are pushing computing and technology forward.
Mostrano sempre l'immagine dell'aquila che vola, in un modo o nell'altro.
At Google,
in tutte le demo, dico.
Technology should adapt to people, not the other way around. We've been building towards this vision for some time. For example, when we launched Chrome a decade ago, we envisioned that it could be a modern platform for web applications and bring the power of web to everyone, including use cases that seemed impossible at that time, like high-quality games. Finally, we are making progress towards that goal. In fact, over the past 2 years, we've been hard at work on game streaming technology.
Avrei pensato di più.
Last fall, we launched our first public test with Project Stream.
Project Stream. Ah sì, che è una cosa esclusiva però su PC apparentemente. Lo faranno un incrocio? Cosa? Che cazzo?
It's probably the worst kept secret in the industry.
Lag della diretta.
Internally, we were actually testing our ability to stream high-fidelity graphics over a low-latency network. We learned that we could bring a AAA game to any device with a Chrome browser and an internet connection, using the best of Google to create a powerful game platform.
Ubisoft, cioè, cosa, di Assassin's Creed.
Google,
anche questo non mi sorprende.
It always starts with our cloud and networking infrastructure. Our custom server hardware
Sento solo parlare di dati io.
Can bring more computing power to more people on planet Earth than anyone else.
Ok,
Today,
detto
we are
tutto ciò,
in 19 regions and in over 200 countries and territories, connected by hundreds of thousands of miles of fiber optic cable. The best of Google also includes our open platforms that allow you to reach billions of people. With
Capito
Google,
che vuoi tenerli connessi, però
non
so, il primo impatto sulla presentazione non mi dice niente di buono,
Chromebooks,
così papale.
Chromecast, Pixel devices, and we have plans to support more browsers and platforms over time. That's in addition to all the people playing and watching games across YouTube.
Sento parlare troppo di statistiche che di gaming. Le tre è molto meglio per capirci.
We only succeed when our partners do. Collectively, our partners across web, Google Play, and YouTube have earned more than $110 billion over the past 4 years alone. And we are committed to this approach here as well.
Ok, detto questo.
So now we are focused on our next big effort, which is to build a game platform for everyone. And when we say for everyone, we really mean it. It's one of our most cherished values as a company. Be it Android or Chrome or AI, we are dead serious about making technology
capito quanto siete seri, ma non state dicendo molto
But
per i giocatori.
There are a lot of barriers for users to play high-end games. Beautiful graphics really need high-end consoles or PCs. And games don't have instant access. Think about the way the web works. You can easily share a link, and it works seamlessly. We want games to feel that way. Instantly enjoyable, with access for everyone.
Stai parlando sempre di giochi in streaming o di una console?
By bringing together the power and creativity of the entire community. People who love to play games, people who love to watch games,
giocatori, viewers
and people who love
sviluppatori,
to
non ho
build
letto.
That means all of you. We are really excited to work with you. We want to build a platform. We want you to show us what's possible. And together, I think we can create a new games experience, powered by Best of Google and built for everyone. Let's take a look.
Oh, finalmente.
From the beginning of time, games have brought us together. Players and
quelli sì che si divertivano.
by the handful.
Oh, croquet, guarda un po'. Oh, cricket. Cricket, croquet. No, quelle croquet.
Places to gather around every kind of spectacle.
Ok.
Glory, tragedy, pageantry, community, rivalry.
Sta presentazione, come ho detto, non mi sta convincendo tantissimo. Molti paroloni e poco feel sui giochi. So che parlo un po' forse in maniera aulica, però.
Our games have changed, but our need to come together remains. This new era of gaming needs a new place to gather. One place.
Qualcosa mi dice che sarà un servizio streaming. Così, vago sentore.
Playgrounds for every imagination.
Ah, avete scelto proprio il gioco giusto qua.
You and everyone you know, and everyone they know, will all play together.
Let's go, squad! Let's go!
State mostrando parti peggiori del gaming, mica per dire. Si è iscritto, deve cambiare.
One place that never stops evolving, where everyone will play.
Where did he come from?
And watch.
Se magari avessi quegli ascolti anch'io.
And create.
Che c'entrano Finn e Jake?
On any screen, at any time.
Cos'è?
One place for all the ways we play.
Dai, che non vedo l'ora!
This is Stadia. Gather round.
Stadia? Stadia, anzi, vabbè. Però io lo dico all'italiano, ugualmente. Stadia, eh? Google Stadia. Ok.
Welcome to Stadia. We are so excited by this.
E che cos'è una
To do
console? Un
this
servizio
well,
streaming?
it's important that we have the right people working on this, experts with deep history and heritage in games. That starts with Phil Harrison, who joined us about a year ago. He's a great leader and a great gamer. Definitely someone who knows the difference between RPGs and NPCs. I'm going to pass the mic over to Phil to show you what we have built.
Un giocatore o sviluppatore, quindi, insomma, uno che presumo... Ah, Phil Harrison.
Thank you, Sundar. It's such a pleasure to be here today, and thank you for joining us at GDC as we finally get to share Google's vision for the future of games. Where the worlds of watching and playing games
originale, c'è da dire, originale, ma strano.
Platform purpose built for the 21st century, powered by the best of Google. Our vision for Stadia is simple. One place for all the ways we play. It's focused on gamers, inspired by developers, and amplified by YouTube creators. Today, our industry captivates over 2 billion players from all around the world.
Mazza quanti siamo.
Siamo
un po' troppi forse.
At the beating heart are the game developers, the people in this room that create the most incredible game experiences that delight players with engrossing stories, characters, and worlds through a dazzling display of technology, artistry, and magic. Games are now the single biggest form of entertainment on the planet, one that connects a vast community across geographies, cultures, and language.
Non è ancora chiaro cos'è.
Within that passionate community, there is a universe of people who love playing games,
non vedo
and there's a
consoli io lì.
universe of people who love watching games.
È un
Hundreds of
fotomontaggio.
millions of people watch gaming content every single day on YouTube. But those two worlds are mostly disconnected, fragmented, and often independent of each other. Our vision is to bring those worlds closer together, to connect game developers with players and YouTube creators in a way that only Google can,
YouTube creators.
Creating a richer and more vibrant gaming community for everyone to enjoy. Through the power of our data centers, the extraordinary reach and community of YouTube, and our investments in the fundamental technologies that are the foundations of the open internet, we offer a truly unique opportunity to combine these worlds.
Dici bene, Doc.
We will be handing that extraordinary power of the data center over to you, the game developers, where playgrounds for every imagination can be created. Our first public test of this came in October of last year with Project Stream, where we streamed a AAA HD game at up to 1080p and 60 frames per second over the internet from Google Data Centers to a Chrome browser. We were humbled by the overwhelmingly positive response from players who were able to join us on Project Stream. A huge thank you to those of you who participated in Project Stream and for your vital feedback. And also to the amazing people at Ubisoft
ma con il lag
trusting
come la
us
mettevano?
with the latest incarnation of their incredible game franchise Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft has always been at the forefront of advancements in the games industry, and they have an incredible track record of success and creativity. And joining us here in the audience today, I'm delighted to welcome the CEO and co-founder of Ubisoft,
come cavolo si chiama?
Thank you, Yves.
Non mi viene in mente il nome. Ah, già, è Guillemot, giusto. Guillemot. Presumo si pronuncia almeno.
I'd like to thank Yves and his team for partnering with us, and to producer Marc-Alexis Côté and the entire Ubisoft Quebec studio for their masterpiece creation, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Sì, non sono venuto qua per vedere Assassin's Creed Odyssey, però.
For being the first game played by the public on Stadia. As many of you experienced with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we now have the ability to take a sophisticated, graphically intense AAA game and stream it to a Chrome browser running on a simple laptop without any sacrifice to the quality or vision of the game
Sì, ma non me ne frega niente della grafica, voglio sapere il lag.
Our ambition is of course far beyond a single game.
Abbiamo già sperimentato noi con il PlayStation Now, voglio vedere, il lag è il vero problema durante il gioco, non la grafica, cioè un po' sì, però.
There were three very clear themes that resonated. You told us you wanted to unleash your creativity without limits, get to the widest possible scale, and make it easier for people to connect with your games. We used these three themes to anchor our vision and build our platform architecture, and began to share it with the leading publishers and developers in the world.
Quindi è una cosa solida, mi auguro.
Let me show you how we have brought this vision to life. Imagine you are watching games on YouTube and you discover the latest Assassin's Creed Odyssey trailer
Scopri, ormai è uscito da 6 anni, vabbè.
official channel on YouTube.
Ok.
You will notice the Play Now
Gioca
button.
adesso su
By
YouTube.
simply clicking on that button, the player is brought directly into the game in a browser in as quick as 5 seconds.
In 5 secondi è trasportato nel gioco cliccando gioca ora, senza download. Impressionante, ok, hai la mia attenzione, ma quindi è solo streaming?
No patch, no update,
niente
and
download,
no
niente
install.
patch. Ah, niente patch, questo è male.
Instant access to play. Our platform vision for Stadia is to reduce the friction between getting excited about a game and playing a game.
Questo metterà sul lastrico i game player come me, però.
You can be playing your game instantly. Compare that to today, where gamers are all too familiar with things like this. With Stadia, this waiting game will be a thing of the past.
Con Stadia il caricamento insomma sarà una cosa del passato. Almeno il caricamento, lo scaricamento. Apparentemente sì, Sora.
Stadia, it is now available at the highest level of gaming. But wouldn't it be even more magical if that same game and that same instant experience could be available across any screen type in your life? A key benefit of our
su qualunque tipo di schermo,
come è
possibile, su cellulare come la metti, scusa? Come puoi giocare ad Assassin's Creed Odyssey su cellulare?
At launch, we'll support being able to play games across desktops, laptops,
ragazzi, il vostro streaming.
This new generation of gaming is not a box. With Stadia, the data center is your platform. There is no console that limits the developer's creative ideas, and no console that limits where gamers can play. And we're about to show this to you now. This is not a concept, it's not a test, this is real. I'd like to bring my friend Khaled to the stage to show you this working.
Se la connessione che useranno per giocare è la stessa che hanno usato per fare lo streaming, siamo in buone mani,
So, imagine you've just discovered that game for the first time, you're running it on the Chrome browser, and here it is on a Pixelbook running the Chrome OS. There is basically no hardware acceleration on that laptop whatsoever. and the game is running.
Sì, ma lo sta giocando lì, quindi non vale, bisogna provarlo in prima persona per saperlo.
Game experience from exactly that moment onto the phone, here on a Pixel 3 XL.
Però bisogna sempre avere il controller a portata di mano.
Once again, no loss in quality, and we can go straight on to the desktop
fa crashare la
PC. We
realtà.
actually went to buy the least powerful PC we could find here.
Il PC più potente che avevano lì?
Il
PC meno potente che avevano lì.
The same high quality 1080p stream at 60 frames per second.
Sì, ma il lag,
regardless of the hardware that you're using. And then it's
un po' di lag mi sembra ci sia, guardate il movimento del mouse rispetto al movimento della telecamera. Un po' di lag mi sa che c'è.
In this case, once again, running the Chrome OS on a Pixel slate.
Non riusciva, non rispondeva al comando, avete visto?
And so this TV is accessed using this, which is a Chromecast Ultra HDMI streamer.
Pubblicizzate lo schermo,
console required to reach this experience.
Quindi su qualunque tipo di schermo. Ma la connessione come fanno esattamente?
Thanks, Khaled. Great presentation.
Gran presentazione proprio. Era richiesta la presenza di Khaled.
Welcoming any and all players is fundamental to Stadia, where you can try with your friends on devices you already own. And as such, we're also enabling players to use your existing USB controller or mouse and keyboard when playing Stadia on a laptop or PC. By eliminating that friction, that barrier to entry, we will make it simple and easy for players who want to try Stadia for the first time. But of course, we will have our own controller that has been uniquely designed to enhance the experience for the Stadia player.
Avranno il loro controller personalizzato,
I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of the Google hardware family, the Stadia controller.
Sì, che avevate già pubblicizzato qualche giorno fa, mi sembra. No, è diverso. Allora era un fake.
This is your gateway to
sembra ergonomicamente corretto.
It enables you to access the full Stadia experience. And there are many advantages to the Stadia controller.
Molti vantaggi, quali sarebbero?
Is that it will connect through Wi-Fi directly to the game that is running in the Google data center. The Stadia controller identifies which screen or device
ma io non ho il Wi-Fi nel computer, come la mettiamo?
Game session running in the cloud, ensuring the highest possible performance and the best experience for players. In addition to the standard functions you'd expect to see on a modern game controller, the Stadia controller features two very important new buttons.
Due pulsanti nuovi.
The capture button is for sharing and saving your game experience back out to
messo
YouTube.
dall'altra parte io,
The gamer can choose to share their experiences starting with a click of this button to themselves, to their friends, or to the world. They are in control. And the second one is the Google Assistant button. Pressing this button allows players to immediately access the controller's built-in microphone so they can get help from the assistant for special in-game features integrated by developers.
Aiuto tramite assistente.
Our goal with Stadia is to help fuel developer creativity at every level.
Ha un microfono incorporato, però almeno questo. Carina come idea.
We have custom built into our data centers that will further accelerate innovation. I'd like to introduce my friend and colleague, the head of engineering for Stadia, Majd Bakar.
Majd?
Thanks so much, Bill.
Majd Bakar.
Let's look at the real-time computing power we have put into our data centers that will change how we view what a game platform can be. In order to deliver an amazing experience for your games, we needed to bring powerful computing closer to users. We've built Stadia's architecture on top of the Google Data Center network, the same network that has been delivering search results to your fingertips in milliseconds.
Avete già detto questa cosa qua però prima, eh?
The network consists of fiber optic links and subsea cables between hundreds of points of presence and more than 7,500 edge node locations around the globe, all connected with our network backbone. Stadia is built on infrastructure that no one else has. More edge nodes mean the compute resources are closer to players, which results in better performance. We took that proven model and infused it with custom-designed, purpose-built gaming hardware, creating the most powerful and connected gaming platform. Each of Stadia's data center is composed of interconnected racks that deliver the high-power graphics, memory, and storage needed to run the most demanding games. Only with Google can you apply the power and flexibility of data centers to game development.
Sì, sempre cose tecniche, insomma, niente di relativo al gioco.
We've been testing this technology privately within Google for years. For our initial public test with Project Stream in 2018, we delivered up to 1080p 60 frames per second
niente
with
4K però.
When Stadia launches, we will have increased performance significantly to support resolutions up to 4K at 60 frames per second.
Ok, anche questo è impressionante. Peccato che nessuno dei miei schermi funzioni a 4K.
With HDR and surround sound.
Ok, seconda cosa buona. Anzi, terza, tecnicamente.
We'll be able to stream games in up to 8K resolution.
Ah, in futuro c'è scritto. Non hanno ancora raggiunto quel livello di...
8K today. But we also know the widespread adoption of 8K is inevitable. We have built our platform to scale up with the highest performing networks to deliver the visual quality demanded by future generation of gamers and game developers.
Sì, ma togliendo la qualità, dicevo, l'input lag è essenziale.
Is that in addition to the stream you get as a player, there is a second simultaneous stream at 4K 60 frames per second that you can choose to share directly to YouTube from the Stadia data center.
E si può
Meaning your gaming memories
allo stesso
will
tempo,
be saved
apparentemente.
at the highest possible quality.
Ok,
per
quanto riguarda la qualità, sono tutelati. Molto bene.
Instead, we have built a truly flexible, scalable, and modern platform that allows us to push performance beyond what was previously considered possible. This architecture gives us even more flexibility to scale. And thanks to fast transfer speed between the Stadia instances in our data center, our platform can connect instances together to dynamically expand the capabilities.
Hanno lavorato per avere sempre la miglior performance possibile a livello
As
qualitativo.
a developer, you're used to being forced to tone down your creative ambition that are limited by the hardware.
Limitato dagli hardware, ok.
But our vision with Stadia is that the processing resources available will scale up to match your imagination. In this new generation, the data center is your platform.
Il data center è la tua piattaforma.
We've partnered with our friends at AMD to build a custom GPU. I'd like to personally thank Dr. Lisa Su, AMD President and CEO, who is here with us
Silicon Valley, però.
Lisa and her team
cerco di vedere il lato positivo,
Doc. Chip to bring you more than 10 teraflops of power, which we've coupled with a custom CPU to make up a single Stadia instance. And here's how the graphical power of Stadia compares to the top 2 consoles in the market.
Vabbè,
you can see,
è più potente sia di PS4 Pro e Xbox One X. Va bene, dicono.
You can see that a single Stadia instance is a big step forward. 10.7 teraflops is more powerful than the top 2 consoles of the previous generation combined.
Abbiamo capito, ok. Bravo. Vuoi una medaglia?
Stadia will be using the Linux operating system and the Open Graphics API, Vulkan.
È sempre tutta roba tecnica, ribadisco. Ecco, questo è interessante, riguarda i giochi.
Who will be fully supporting the Stadia platform. We are also partnering with Unity to bring full support for the 2 most popular and familiar game engines to our development community.
Sì.
And we're empowering developers with an amazing array of
su questo
familiar
almeno ci siamo.
that you already use to power your game development, including the most popular physics engine, Havok. And here's a list
50-50.
of our partners now.
I loro partner adesso, vediamo un po'. Unreal, Vulkan, Unity.
With the suite of tools, game development can evolve as quickly as the imagination
Non ne
of
vedo nessuno noto, diciamo, di
we're providing multiple ways to make games for Stadia. You can develop on our cloud, your cloud, and at your desk. Our goal is to make Stadia the most flexible development environment ever put together. And that power is, of course, used to create the best content.
Our first guest is from a company known for creating the most sophisticated and impressive gaming experiences in the industry that always demand the most of every
Sento parlare un
system they
sacco
run
di
on.
esperienza di
We had the
gioco.
chance to give our friends at id
poco
early
sui
access
giochi.
to our tools and technology. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome to the stage executive producer from id, Marty Stratton.
Chi era? Cosa faceva la id? Scusate, no, ho un vuoto di memoria. Motori grafici fisici, sì. Ma aspettavo però qualche partnership specifica con sviluppatori di giochi. Sì, sembra che si vogliano solo vantare, non sento molte altre cose riguardanti i giochi. Vabbè, scusate se lo ripeto, però.
Game streaming, frankly, we were skeptical about how it would work, and in particular, how it could work with a game like Doom. However, we recognized not just your ability and resources to make game streaming a reality, but more importantly, the passion to support a game as fast, fluid, and uncompromising as Doom. After all,
veloce, fluido e
if you're
senza
going to prove to
compromessi.
the world that you can stream games from the cloud, what better proof than Doom? And if you're going to prove to a developer that you're serious about building a robust platform, what better team than id, where we push every platform to its limit.
Ogni piattaforma.
In fact, back in 2016, Doom was the first AAA game released on Vulkan. And because Stadia is built on that same Vulkan API, it didn't take us more than a few weeks to get our upcoming sequel, Doom Eternal, looking and playing great on Stadia. Built on the fun and sense of power players expect from the series, Doom Eternal is a pure and unfiltered action FPS experience. You play as an unstoppable hero sent to destroy hell's fiercest demons across an expanding universe of unbelievable locations. We couldn't be happier to be bringing Doom Eternal to Stadia and are thrilled to announce that the game will be capable of running at true 4K resolution with HDR color at an unrelenting 60 frames per second.
Direi che sono i requisiti minimi per i giochi al momento, no? Boh. Sono ancora poco convinto a dirla tutta.
Doom Eternal very soon, in fact. We have the full game running on Stadia, live from Google data centers, and you can see it today at our developer session.
Potevate giocarlo adesso, invece no.
You won't want to miss it. Thank you to Google and Stadia team for giving us this opportunity to share a bit about Doom Eternal. Thanks so much.
Boh, ok. Sappiamo che c'è un gioco in sviluppo. Vabbè, anche Assassin's Creed Odyssey, ovviamente.
To work with id and your incredible engineers and creators. For anyone who knows the franchise, you know Doom Eternal will look and play amazingly well on our platform.
Ma c'è anche su Switch.
It was important for us to partner with a developer like id so that we could prove, not just to ourselves, but to the entire industry, that our platform is capable of supporting the most demanding titles. And Doom will be running on a single Stadia GPU. The fundamental benefit of our cloud-native infrastructure is that developers will be able to take advantage of hardware and power in ways never before possible. And that includes taking advantage of the power of multiple GPUs at once.
Sì, ma la GPU ce l'avete voi, non ce l'ha il giocatore a casa, per dire.
To put Stadia to the test. In this video, you can see some comparison points showing the difference between our single GPU and multiple GPUs. What you see here on the left of the line is running on a single 10.7 teraflop GPU. And on the right of the line, you can see the same content running on Stadia using multiple GPUs.
Sono l'unico che preferisce la GPU singola, scusate. Mi sembra più sbavato il colore nella GPU multipla.
And it's a powerful example of what Stadia is capable of. And I'm so excited to see where game developers go with this kind of performance.
Magari è la mia impressione, però.
When we designed Stadia, our goal was to solve many of the pain points that we've heard about from developers, particularly those related to multiplayer. In traditional platforms, the client and server are connected by the unpredictable internet, and therefore the multiplayer experience is limited by the client with the slowest or poorest quality connection. But with Stadia, that game client and server both remain on Google's networking backbone, resulting in predictable low latency, reliable connectivity, and data security since no traffic gets exposed to the public internet. Developers who use Google's data centers can create a predictable multiplayer experience that scales to an order of magnitude greater than anything enjoyed by gamers today. What that means is a synchronized state across a very high volume of players, where innovations like distributed physics can be built into your games, where battle royale games could go from hundreds of players today to thousands of players tomorrow. And yes, no cheating and no hacking.
Questa è bella. Niente cheating, niente hacking. È una cosa che non vedo accadere.
When we are able to connect without barriers. And as a new generation game platform, Stadia will, of course, embrace full cross-platform play.
Cross-platform? Buono, ottimo. Nessuna limitazione, perfetto. Questa è l'ultima cosa.
Multiplayer for all players, and even bring game saves and progression across as well.
Come sarebbe a dire?
I'd now like to introduce a member of Stadia's R&D team who are pushing the envelope, bringing the best of Google to game developers. Please welcome to the stage our lead designer for research and development at Stadia, Erin Hoffman-Jung.
Ricerca e sviluppo, ok. Qualche altro gioco? Meno paroloni, più giocare. Troverà sempre un modo. Infatti, Francis.
One of our team's favorite comments about Project Stream was a tweet that described Stadia's technology as the work of wizards. And we are incredibly fortunate to work with wizards every day, bending their magic toward games. I'd like to take you through a few technologies and features that we've been working on that are going to enhance the game development process for developers big and small. The first one is focused on multiplayer. Stadia not only provides high-performing multiplayer experiences from player to player, but also allows developers to create new, gorgeous gaming environments.
Sta cominciando a dare sui nervi sta parola.
Our friends at Tangent Games have been working with us on a technical proof of concept that you can see here behind me. They spent a few short weeks creating this beautiful multiplayer world with a persistent, massively destructible environment. It is a raw demonstration of scale and power using the best of Stadia technology, where every piece of the environment in this multiplayer world is destructible using real-time rigid
tutto quanto distruggibile, spaccabile, insomma.
Developers can create games built to house hundreds of players with low latency and perfect synchronization.
Bassa latenza.
This demo will be available on the show floor if you want to check it out.
Perfetta sincronizzazione.
As we were building the platform, we collaborated with individual developers, but we also thought about trends in game development. When we thought about our most treasured gaming memories, something kept coming back, something that we'd lost. When modern games start to push the boundaries of current hardware, rendering 2 or more scenes simultaneously becomes too resource-intensive, and so split-screen couch co-op has been fading from gaming. But when all of your clients are in the cloud, couch multiplayer has new life again through Stadia in what we're calling Stream Connect. In the past, the resources required to execute split-screen co-op have required developers to sacrifice more of their creative goals. With Stream Connect, we're making it possible to realize split-screen multiplayer without any performance penalty. Behind me, you'll see a
split screen, insomma, senza nessuna penalità.
It's called the Night Forest, a co-op demo with asymmetric player roles. Here we have 2 players, one hunter on the ground and a supporting aerial player, set up in a standard split-screen view. Each of these screens is powered by a separate Stadia instance. But what would happen to squad-based games if developers could allow players to call up the views of their teammates on demand, or utilize any polygonal surface as a receiver for another player's video stream? Stream Connect makes this possible with extremely little effort on the part of the developer, bringing dynamic squad-based gaming into easy reach even for very small teams.
Insomma, un sacco di possibilità per i giochi di squadra.
We can keep adding streams and shape how they're shown to the player, giving a designer not one but many cameras into a scene. Now imagine if you could go beyond seeing into players' worlds. What if you could interact with them? Here we have our streams configured into a command center, where a 4th player can coordinate the movements of our drone, scientist, and hunter characters. Now that coordinator is reaching into the world and placing a beacon to call attention to a particular location, seen instantly by the other players.
Cioè, nessun lag tra appunto nel co-op, perché quello che accade lì viene visto in sincronia tra tutti quanti i giocatori. Dicono
Our next technology demo focuses on the power of the Google Cloud and machine learning, and how they can have an impact on accelerating developer creativity. Every developer feels the burn in pre-production to get to a game's magic sooner. We think Google's machine learning technology might have some answers. Here to talk about it is a developer known for creating some amazing, stylish, and celebrated independent games, including Deadlight, Rhyme, and The Invisible Hours.
Deadlight,
Please welcome Chairwoman of Tequila-Works, Luz Sancho.
Non sono molto... non conosco molto bene Tequila-Works e i suoi lavori.
Thank you, Erin. I am very excited to be here for the unveiling of the Stadia platform. There are so many different benefits that Stadia delivers to all developers, big and small, and particularly for a studio like ours. At Tequila-Works, we are very proud of the art styles of our games. It's something we spend a lot of time perfecting. Our development cycles typically last 24 months, and as you can imagine, a large part of that time is dedicated to defining the art style of the game. We are particularly proud of Rhyme. Its visual identity, creative, a lasting impression with our players. But it took us a long time to get to that final style. That's why we were so excited to hear from Google about one of the tools they are making available, an amazing tool that will dramatically influence and ease this process.
Strumento che influenzerà
With
cosa?
Style Transfer ML, Google is applying the science of machine learning to art visualization.
Lascia stare.
Style Transfer is a machine learning technology that runs on the video frame created by the game. All of this happens in real time on a Stadia instance.
Sì, ma quello schermo lì non rende l'idea, ribadisco.
To show you what it can do. We start with a gray box world and take any image we want. In this case, Kandinsky's yellow, red, blue, and the model does the rest. Throw it Starry Night, and you have another style.
Questa cosa non so perché, ma mi fa venire voglia di mangiarlo il schermo lì, il gioco. Mi piace quando ci sono questi cambi grafici.
The R&D team iterated through hundreds of art styles testing this technology. And one of our favorites.
Senza rallentamenti questo? Sì, ma non ci vedi una sverza qua. In un istante senza rallentamenti,
What excites us, some of our partners so far, is how many playable art styles we can create just by feeding it more and more images. It inspires and empowers our artists to get the visions in their heads into interactive environments in a whole new way. And this is just the beginning.
We are using Style Transfer in our studio today, and we are blown away by the impact it's having on our latest creations. You will see it. This could really change everything. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ok, non ho esattamente capito tutto quanto quello che ha detto, se devo essere onesto,
Thank you, Luz.
Manca qualcosa.
With Style Transfer, our goal is to help developers find the magic of their games quicker. You can check out Style Transfer during the show this week. We can't wait to hear your feedback. Creators inspire us to bring the best of Google to games, and creators are at the heart of Stadia. It isn't just what they create, but how those moments are experienced by players, moments that resonate for generations to come.
Creator sono nel
the
cuore
last
di
feature
Stadia.
we want to introduce today is another special experience made possible by the cloud. It's called State Share, and here to talk about it from
State Share, cioè condivisione dello stato. Dylan Cuthbert, uno con un nome meno complicato, no?
Hey everyone, it's great to be here with all of you today. As a veteran game developer, I love how creators on YouTube have brought out games
questo
to
non mi giunge familiare.
Those experiences could be more social and even more fun. And I'm extremely excited by what I've learned from Google about bringing new ways to share a game's replayable moments.
Nuovi modi per
With a new technology called State Share,
momenti dei giochi,
developers can let a player instantly share a playable moment from a game. This could include the world state, the player's position, items they're carrying, anything the developer wants to pack into a shareable moment. The game state can be
cosa cambia se condividi
into a link that tells
in questa maniera rispetto agli altri.
This could be sent to one player, or it could be shared with thousands at the same time on
essere condiviso
YouTube,
con un giocatore o
email,
migliaia di
apps,
altri,
messaging,
con un messaggio tipo
To me, this totally changes how I think about the experiences for players. I can create moments specifically for this kind of sharing. Challenges to beat my incredible speedruns, or chances for other players to also experience those same tough boss battles. I can build as many shareable moments as I want, and let the internet turn my whole game into an infinitely replayable treasure hunt. I was so intrigued with the possibilities of State Share that I designed a brand new game around it, and it's the biggest title ever for Q Games. Right now, it's still under wraps, but I can't wait to reveal more about this game later this year. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
E non dice qual è? No, non lo dice. Dice solo che stanno sviluppando un gioco che funziona con questa funzionalità. Scusate la ripetizione.
Stadia is working to empower developers with entirely new tools that embrace a player's desire to discover, share, and build a community. We're extremely excited by the reception it's gotten from our early partners so far. And with that, I'd like to introduce the head of gaming at YouTube to tell you what Stadia means for content creators. YouTube. Please welcome Ryan Wyatt.
Ryan Wyatt. Viene distratto di una mezza pugnata al videogiocismo. In un certo senso.
To be here at the unveiling of Stadia. As you've heard, Stadia is about delivering the best developer experience so that the best games can be made. But we're also committed to making sure we have the best creator experience so that the entire community gets stronger together. YouTube is where people come to watch gaming. More than 200 million gamers come to YouTube every single day to engage with their favorite games and creators. And they come because of the community of gaming creators and viewers who have turned YouTube into the gaming platform that it is today. We're always looking for ways to strengthen the connection between creators and viewers, and Stadia is designed to bring them together like never before. Gaming has always been the backbone of YouTube since the platform first was founded in 2005. And one thing YouTube gaming creators want is to engage with their fans. That will always be the most important thing to them. That's why over 50 billion hours of gaming content was watched on YouTube last year alone. And to just give you an idea of how much 50 billion hours is, you could walk to Pluto and back more than a dozen times. Stadia is focused on empowering both creators and viewers to achieve new heights by breaking barriers of content capture and creating unique ways to engage with and grow a creator's audience.
Anche un viewer può condividere con un creatore, con un creator, con un utente, insomma.
YouTube with Stadia features. And with aspiring creators, we're going to break down the barrier of entry in capturing content by giving you the ability to highlight, live stream, and capture directly from Stadia.
Live stream e catturare direttamente da catturare direttamente da Stadia, questo può essere una buona cosa.
Small creators. We're empowering creators to forge deeper connections with their audience, and one of those ways will be to make it easier to actually game with them. Often when you're watching a stream, you find yourself wishing you could be in there playing alongside with your favorite creators. On traditional platforms, you'd have to fire up your console or your PC and just hope that you get matched up with them. However, with Stadia,
con Stadia puoi connetterti direttamente con il giocatore senza dover accendere sulla console, vabbè, ovviamente. Crowd play.
Take a look at the video behind me. It's a live stream of NBA 2K. The person watching can simply click the link and be placed into the lobby for the next game.
Questa cosa non mi dispiace, onestamente. Poter giocare con i miei utenti mi intrigherebbe in questa maniera, cioè anche con quelli che tipo non possono permettersi una console o qualcosa del genere.
And of course, YouTube creators will have full management capabilities over this feature. To all the game developers, publishers, and the millions of YouTube content creators out there, soon we'll have more information to share on these engagement tools and how we'll be working with you to connect with and build your communities. I'd now like to introduce a friend of mine to the stage. He has over 11 million subscribers on his channel, The Game Theorist, and he and his wife, Stephanie, have often been advocates for the creator community. So we were delighted to talk to him about Stadia and what it means for creators. Please welcome to the stage my friend, Matt Pat.
Mai sentito nominare? Nessuno mi inviterà mai a una conferenza simile.
Thanks, Ryan. It's an incredible honor to be here today. Now, for us creators, our audience is our lifeblood. Whether we're breaking down the real-life science of the fictional world of Fallout, or diving into the theories behind bending the ink machine, or simply streaming gameplay on our live stream channel, GT Live, we're always looking for new ways to connect and engage with our audience. Which is why, when I first met with the Stadia team, I was floored by the impact that it can have for not just gamers, but also creators. Stadia not only empowers me to easily create and share my work, but it also unlocks completely new ways for me to build a stronger bond with my audience. Crowdplay, for example, gives our audiences the chance to instantly jump into a game with us, and then the creator can feature them live on the stream in real time.
Questa funzione qua però solo se stai giocando a un gioco online di massa, diciamo.
Are literally endless. Live streaming horror games, for instance, has been one of the most popular formats for live streaming on YouTube since its inception. But now with State Share, you can actually take this to the next level by letting the people who are just watching you replicate the exact same scenario you just played through in-game. Like that impossible moment when you're out of medkit and suddenly have a zombie breathing down your neck. Imagine the endless
esaltando eccessivamente a parer mio, vorrei dire.
The endless variations that creators can layer on top of all their favorite games by specifically designing challenges oriented to their unique audience. For creators, you suddenly become a game maker yourself. Creating challenges through State Share allows us to continue creating content for all your favorite games long after the game itself has been completed. And on the other hand, the audience now can reconnect with all their favorite games in completely new, exciting, and fresh ways. But of course, also as a gamer, I'm looking forward to tremendously all the new possibilities of gameplay that Stadia opens up and that can be built only for Stadia. I mean, think about this. 1,000-player battle royale matches. Incredible new graphical possibilities. And of course, all of this is available across any screen. Literally, I could just pick up my phone and start playing exactly where I left off on my laptop, even while sitting in an audience of a keynote like this one. I hope you're not playing right now. A lot of exciting stuff happening on stage, but you could do it. Stadia just truly unlocks new opportunities to create, share, and engage across YouTube. I am personally thrilled about what Stadia brings to the table, how it unites technology and entertainment in completely new ways that we have never seen before, and in ways that can only be possible through the combined power of Google and YouTube. So I thank the Stadia team for having me in here today. I can't wait to see what else you guys have in store, and I'll see the rest of you on the floors of GDC.
Ok, ha detto quello che ha detto l'altro praticamente, nulla di nuovo. Era lì solo per sponsorizzare praticamente.
Connecting players and creators to their favorite games is core to our vision. We've shown you how YouTube and Stadia offer the ability for gamers to connect with content creators and game developers in extraordinary ways. There is another Stadia integration with YouTube that we're really excited about. Designers love creating challenge.
Assistente di Google, già la tremarella.
The design problem of creating a perfect challenge gets more and more difficult. When a player is stuck on a level or puzzle and desperately wants that next beat in the story,
usa l'assistente per trovare il modo per andare avanti col gioco. A parte che uno non dovrebbe trovare necessariamente sempre la soluzione al problema. Non verrebbe più spinto a esplorare. Cos'è sta roba? Sì, lo streaming! Sì che è la pagina ufficiale Google.
Instead of grabbing a laptop or a phone, they just need to push the button on the Stadia controller to get help from the Google Assistant. No distractions. No need to take your eyes off the game.
Come batto questa tomba? Non credo possa funzionare così. Ah no, certo, se si collega unicamente a un qualcosa legato al gioco, è possibile.
It's another deep way in which we're connecting players with the games they love.
Sempre che ci sia la risposta disponibile,
for players to get to their favorite content and moments. With Stadia, any link can be an access point to the game. So for a developer, the entire internet can become your store.
Whether it's from our Stadia store, come sarebbe dire?
Text messages, Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Google search results, YouTube videos, Gmail, or from the Google Play Store, gamers are going to be able to find, discover, and enjoy your games anywhere they are, and easily share them with their friends. It's a truly revolutionary way to discover your game.
O nel senso di giocarci, forse.
To a variety of games, and we're happy to say that we will offer comprehensive parental controls for all content.
Controlli parentali, ma chi se ne fotte dei controlli parentali?
Hardware to more than 100 studios around the world, and more than 1,000 creatives and engineers are hard at work bringing their games to our platform. In addition to partnering with developers big and small, I'm also thrilled to announce that today we are forming Stadia Games and Entertainment, which will build experiences designed exclusively for Stadia as Google's own first-party game studio.
Il primo studio di giochi ufficiale di Google, insomma. Ok, sappiamo qualcosa sui giochi ufficiali, cioè originali.
By one of the industry's most successful executive producers to lead that organization. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new head of Stadia Games and Entertainment, Jade Raymond.
Jade Raymond? Ok, salve.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, everyone. I am so honored to be here at the unveiling of Stadia. In my career, I've been lucky enough to work with some of the most talented and passionate developers in the world. Passion is at the root of all great games, and it's what motivated me to join Google.
O solo
what I love about games is that we continue to redefine
so
what
che
a
è
game
la
is.
capa di questo
When I was 12,
Stadia,
I saw the holodeck on an episode of Star Trek.
Vorrei sapere se anche una giocatrice è solo una CEO.
Were side-scrolling, pixel-based kind of games like Mega Man. It was obvious to me that one day games would take place in fully immersive worlds. Today, you have seen some incredible tech. And hopefully, like me, you now believe that we're on the brink of a huge revolution in gaming. One that will unlock a whole new level of creativity for developers. There are no limits to the human imagination. Now that the data center is your platform, the processing power is limitless as well. I'm excited to announce that as the head of Stadia Games and Entertainment, I will not only be bringing first-party game studios to reimagine the new generation of games. Our team will also be working with external developers to make all of the bleeding-edge Google technology you have seen here today available to partner studios big and small.
Solite collaborazioni, insomma. Abbastanza tautologico, però.
Learning what is working best and sharing key tools and tech so that we can take games to the next level together. The way I see it, there has never been a more exciting time to be a developer. And Stadia will be a driving force defining the future of games and entertainment. Thank you.
Ok, diciamo abbastanza sottolineato l'ovvio.
And a very warm welcome
to Google. Va bene, me la bevo.
With Stadia, our goal is to combine the world of people who play games and the world of people who watch games into one global community powered by the best of Google. We've shared a lot today. With Stadia, you'll be able to build your games backed by Google technology like Google Assistant, ML, and TensorFlow. You will be able to deliver your games to more gamers across the globe through Chrome, Chromecast, and Pixel. And you'll be able to connect with the biggest community of gamers and YouTube content creators. So, how do you get involved? For developers who want to create content for Stadia, we welcome you to go to stadia.dev, where you can apply to get access to development tools. If you want to partner with our team at Google to help bring your game to market, we have Stadia
parlando agli sviluppatori adesso, non a noi a casa, per capirci.
To make something great. And for players who want to be the first to learn more, you can go to stadia.com and follow us on these social channels. So, when will players be able
E quando potremo sperimentare Stadia? Lancerà quest'anno. Ok. Almeno sapremo subito quest'anno se è una cosa che vale la pena o meno. Non sono stati abbastanza celeri, c'è da dire questo. Most of Europe? Come sarebbe? Buona parte dell'Europa, non tutta. Considerando che gli spagnoli e gli italiani vengono sempre per ultimi su ste cose, mi viene un po' tremarella.
Thank you very much for gathering around with all of us today. With Stadia, we can all dream bigger and together build a playground for every imagination. Thank you.
Quindi il futuro non è una scatola, è un luogo. Si può giocare a tutti i tipi di giochi, su tutti i tipi di schermi, nella quale potete accedere istantaneamente tramite un click. Nessuna scatola, nessun download, nessun limite. Un posto che non smette mai di migliorare. 4K, HDR, 60 fps. Un posto per tutti i modi in cui giochiamo. Stadia. Ok. Qualcosa mi dice che finirà a momenti. Già, esattamente. Diciamo che passiamo un pelino che mi sta sfondando leggermente i timpani. Oh. Che dire? Ma aspettavo una console e mi hanno tirato fuori un servizio in streaming potenziato praticamente. Non so esattamente cosa pensare, neanche adesso. La penso esattamente come quando è iniziata questa live. Sono confuso. Quindi, mamma mia, sapete come si può riassumere questa diretta? Un sacco di paroloni e poco parlare di giochi. Quindi, stando a quanto dicono, cos'è? Si può giocare direttamente mentre stai guardando un video, praticamente. Non ci dovrebbe essere asincronia mentre giochi con gli amici in co-op. Puoi giocare in diretta mentre uno youtuber, insomma un creatore, un creativo, sta facendo streaming. Se sta giocando però un gioco in cui c'è multiplayer. Eh sì, il metodo migliore per definire questo è "e con ciò". In vero. Che roba strana. Sarà vecchia scuola, ma continuo a preferire una scatola a un servizio in streaming, perché lo streaming non è sempre affidabile, purtroppo. Però bisogna sperimentare, in fin dei conti. Bisogna sperimentare prima di poter giudicare oggettivamente. Per ora sappiamo soltanto questi fatti qua, praticamente. Come si accede? Tramite Google, immagino, o tramite YouTube. Finito? Hanno chiuso la musica anche? Immagino di sì. Che strana live. Penso il 98% dei giocatori concorda con te. Beh, sicuramente, però quantomeno questo darebbe, anzi, più possibilità ai giocatori che non posseggono una console di poter giocare. Però non sono ancora convinto, onestamente. Ma parlato di realtà virtuale? Apparentemente no. PlayStation 7 sullo streaming no dischi registrato Disney. Tutta roba Google, ovviamente. Boh. Vorrei tanto poterli superare a iscritti. Succederà mai. Che strana schermata di YouTube. Strana? Perché strana? La mia schermata di YouTube? Perché è nera? Si vedrà quando uscirà. Eh sì. Non ci sono molte alternative, però io non so, sono confuso. Non c'è altro da dire. La confusione regna sovrana durante questa live, purtroppo. Boh. No, per i tasti? Perché sono svizzero. Beh, tecnicamente conti come Italia, forse, o come... Come conta la Svizzera? So che è essenzialmente... Cioè, che essenzialmente è uno stato a sé stante, ma però è più tedesca, più francese, più italiano. Non lo so io, onestamente. C'è una Unreal, però perciò forse ci potrà essere Kingdom Hearts 3. Forse sarà più No, non mi faccio aspettative sulla stabilità di Kingdom Hearts 3 su PC. Non c'è carne al fuoco, ma solo paroloni. Sì, troppi paroloni. Troppi paroloni, poco gaming. Google Lens. Ci stavo pensando prima a Google Lens, a dire la verità. Un progetto ambizioso che forse, date le premesse, è destinato a fallire. È ancora da vedersi. Vediamo un po' come si comporteranno e come reagirà l'utenza, ovviamente. Il console del 2021 sarà tutto online. Cioè, tra 2 anni sarà tutto online. È ancora tutto da vedersi. Non tutti hanno una connessione stabile, purtroppo. Beh, è stata... Beh, quantomeno posso dire che è stata interessante, gente. Most of Europe, Cristo. Sì, ho capito Most of Europe, ma non ci possiamo fare proprio niente in questo caso. Ti è piaciuto il nuovo doppiatore di Xehanort? No, non mi ha convinto. Continuo a preferire Leonard Nimoy. Tipo quello del condividi. Sì, si possono condividere frammenti di gameplay almeno da quel che mi pare di capire, e non cose molto lunghe. Che casino. Fatto bene il pad rispetto a pad PSN 4. PlayStation Network 4. Boh, io preferisco quello della PlayStation, onestamente, ma forse sono un po' di parte, onestamente. Ho detto onestamente 2 volte, vabbè. Il solo online only sarà un grosso problema, soprattutto con un digital divide massiccio che c'è in varie parti del mondo. Sì, non dappertutto c'è una buona connessione, appunto, come ho detto prima. Vabbè, che dire. Adesso tra poco devo andare comunque fuori perché festeggio la festa del papà col mio vecchio. Andiamo alla schermata dei ringraziamenti, come di consuelo. Ecco qua, stavolta non ho fatto il contorno perché non ho il green screen, quindi ho perso un paio di sponsor, purtroppo. Vabbè, dai, gente, noi ci vediamo, immagino, venerdì prossimo, cioè questo venerdì, tra 3 giorni, cioè. Forse avrò questa sorpresa di cui vi parlavo tempo fa, ma non è ancora detto, quindi non facciamoci troppe illusioni. E mi raccomando, iscrivetevi su Twitch, perché a breve, dopo Hollow Knight, comincerò a streamare soltanto lì, e su YouTube pubblicherò soltanto le repliche. Quindi mi raccomando, iscrivetevi su Twitch, il link è nella descrizione nel caso, mi raccomando. Ringraziamo soprattutto tutti quanti quelli presenti in questa schermata, soprattutto Sax18, il primo patron, e Simon Links, il top del top per la sua maxi donazione. Un auto a talk con tuo padre? Anche no. Dicevo, ci vediamo questo venerdì, gente. Forse un pochino prima, non ne sono sicuro, nel caso vi aggiornerò. Allora, qui Otakumen, passo e chiudo.